Oh. Wow, guys. What's going on? What's going on? If you can join me, guys, join me.
You're on the right track if you want to uncover how steam changed a nation. Britain's railway empire in colour shows the past like you've never seen it before. Steam, or stream, now. Channel 4 Life in the Sun, sponsored by Marilla Cruises.
Buying a home on Europe's southernmost shores, wow, is a lifelong wish for many Brits. And dedicated to making it a reality
Right, give a look at your tip. Oh yeah, and mix it up.
are 5 family-run estate agents of expats.
We've got the sun, we've got the sea, and we're selling houses for a living. What more can we ask for?
That's giving me goosebumps. That's breathtaking. Party Hanks.
From the whites on Portugal's Algarve
Big gold tick.
Fantastic.
to Spain's Costa del Sol,
Mate is good.
where the Hamiltons
Wow.
It's paradise.
Trading these days,
set up shop.
if you don't know what you're doing, don't even bother to try and enter trades.
The Ghanas
You know,
in Algeria.
you need to understand
Beautiful.
the fundamentals, the technical analysis, the emotional side of things. You need to put a lot of things into considerations. I know a lot of people are showing profit here and there, and they hardly show you how much they are losing. And the reality is that nobody's making 100%. How do I put it? There is no 100% strategy. When it comes to trading, there is no 100%. If anyone is telling you guys that, my strategy is 1,000,000% correct, they are all lying to you. They are all lying to you. Like I said last year when we started Matt J Forex, I said, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. There is no reason for me to be dilly-dally and just saying things that are not there. I'm not in for that. I'm not in for that. I have my own reputation also to protect. So I'm not going to be telling you guys what is not. So if you're going to trade properly. And the purpose of this is actually my first live video on YouTube. I've not actually had one before. I don't know what came over me. I said I'm gonna do one today. So basically, it's about well-being. It may sound like cliche, like oh, well-being. I had well-being so many times before in the past, things like that. But the fact is that if you are not mentally okay, if you are stressed, if you are busy, if you have so many things going on around you, I know life comes with a lot of challenges. So if you have all these things going on and you still want to trade at the same time, it's very difficult. I've been there. It's very difficult. You may be so good with your analysis, you understand the risk management, you understand the technical analysis, the chart pattern. Yeah, someone said, where am I from? I'm from England, actually. I'm British and I'm Nigerian as well. So, yeah, I'm from England. My J Forex or my J UK, anyhow, anything you want to call me. Which country flag is this? Well, I'm not sure. Looks like, is that Pakistan or Palestinian or something like that? If I'm right, just tell me. I think it's one of, yeah. I'm using my mobile phone, so yeah. So guys, so I won't digress for the purpose of, for the sake of this video. So what's important is that we need to understand that if you're going to trade, you are going to trade properly. Oh, ASR, I'm so sorry, India. Oh man, I should know that. I should know that. I'm sorry. I have a lot of Indian friends. You know, I have quite lots of good Indian friends. I remember there was this guy who I'm supposed to make a movie with in India a few years ago, and the guy said he'll be looking forward to having a collaboration of Nollywood and Bollywood, and I still have that in mind. You know, so basically, trading can be hard, like I said, and you just need to make sure that you are in the right frame of mind to trade. Unfortunately, we have a lot of deceivers. You know what the Bible says about things like sheep clothing, you know, the wolves in sheep clothing. We have a lot of people that are just mentors, gurus that are, you know, feeding into people's curiosity about trading and just misleading them. And I'll keep saying this. I don't care who you support. Either you have one mentor that you are so loyal to. You know, they keep saying this. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth, I'm going to tell you what we call the duty of candor in my other line of profession, which is in healthcare. And I'm going to say that you need to be mentally at alert. You need to be mentally okay. If you know that you are not okay to trade, there is nothing wrong if you are not going to trade. There is nothing wrong if you just feel like today I'm not going to trade, this week I'm not going to trade because I have things going on in my life. I want to be able to sort things out. Um, I want to be able to be in the right frame of mind for me to trade. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that because 80%, as it's been said so many times, of trading is psychological. And just 20%, you know, is just execution. You pressing that button, buy, sell, take profit, stop loss, you run away, you know, things like that. At the end of the day, you want to make money from trading Forex because this is where we are doing it. And I feel compelled to kind of talk about this well-being because I remember that I took a break for a few weeks, and within that time, I bought about three Profem accounts, and I passed those three Profem accounts within about 3 days or with less than 72 hours. I passed it. I have a proof of that. In my next video, I'm going to show you guys. And that's what really helped me was actually, I was, how do I put it? I had the right mind frame. My mind psychologically, I was okay. You know, I was not stressed. I was not thinking about there is a problem here, there is this person here that needs help, or there is this thing I have not done. I was more focused. I was more focused, and because I was more focused, I stood by my plan. And you know, we talked about people having their plans and having things to, you know, you have your journals, you know, all those things that we talked about when we are relating to trading. And it's good you have your strategy, you have your risk management, you have everything in place, everything checked. But you should take care of yourself, guys. Guys, take care of yourself because trading itself can be, you know, it can be frustrating, especially when you are losing money. It can be draining, especially when you are just doing your best and you don't understand what is going on. It does not mean that you cannot trade. It does not mean that you don't know what you're doing. It just means that at that point in time, you need to step back. And if you want to be truthful to yourself, you know, feel like just go back and check your trades. You will notice that the trade that you lost, those trades, it happened at the time when things are going very rough, when things are not working well, when you are so stressed, when you just feel like I have bills, I have school fees to pay. Those of you that have kids, if you don't have kids, maybe because you have education going on, you know, you have things happening, you have relationship, you know, you have family issues, you have problems going on in your country, you have things happening all around you. So when things are happening like this, guys, just take a break. I mean, to be honest, you can trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday without profit, and you can trade just once in a month, and you will make so much money that you will ask yourself, why haven't I been doing this in a long time? You know, I'm just looking at an analysis here. You know, I've been on this trade here, guys. I've been on this trade. I've been trading what we call the bounce trade. And basically, you know, you trade the bounce like the support resistance and things like that, trading, and you know, you are just trading in between and you continue doing that. And I noticed that if I'm so busy and I cannot wait for breakout, I just apply my what do you call, you know, sometimes I just go for buy limits, sell limits, and all kind of things. I just do that, but sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you will be taken out just by 1 or 2 pips, despite the fact that you are right. Despite the fact that your analysis is right, everything else is right. But the fact that you enter a trade when you know that things, you just need to take a break. When it's time to take a break, take a break. Look after yourself. Take care of your own well-being. Look after your mental health, guys. Some of you, you are working, you are earning so little, and you are putting that little into the Forex market, and you are blowing that account. Just take a break. It does not mean that you're not going to make money. That's why we have holidays. That's why we have time off. Just take a break. The English people, they have, there is a word called time off. Time off is there for a reason. It is there for you to be able to say it is actually time off. It is off from the screen. Just close down your laptop, close down your tablet, whatever. Close it down and just do something else. Go out there, have fun. Go out there and enjoy yourself. You know, it's important for you to be able to say, know yourself. Self-awareness is very important, guys. I mean, I know myself that sometimes my analysis are perfect. You know, I checked everything. I checked from my monthly time frames. I checked to weekly time frames. I checked to daily time frames. I checked my 4 hourly. I checked 1 hourly. I did all this check, and I checked for my reversal. I checked everything. Despite that, if I don't have the right frame of mind, or if I am just extremely busy, then I find myself entering a trade that when it's not the right time to enter. Maybe I'm supposed to enter at the first pullback, enter the trade. Then I missed that because psychologically I was not ready. So if you're not ready to trade, if you're so busy, just close your laptop. Close your laptop. Another thing is, sometimes you kind of have you're making profits, your things are going well, you know what I mean, guys. You're making that money, you're like, oh yeah, just withdrew some money, £100, $100, $500, $1,000. You're withdrawing. Each time you withdrew, and then you don't know when to stop. Sometimes you just need to take a break even from withdrawals. I know that may sound very, very silly, but that is the truth. Sometimes you don't actually need to be, hi, hello, hi. I don't know what that is, but yeah, thanks for popping by. Neil, yeah, what are you talking about? And I'm talking about mental health. I'm talking about trading and well-being of traders. We have people that are struggling with trades, not because they don't know how to trade. It's just because they just need to take a break. And when it's time for you to take a break, just take a break. I mean, it's about you. I even online, I sent messages every time that trading is personal. Why is it personal? It's personal because it's your money. It is your money at the end of the day. It's your money on the line. So why do you want to waste money when you know that you are not ready? So make sure that by the time you push that button, that you are prepared. You are prepared psychologically. If you're not prepared, if you feel like you are tired, you are stressed, maybe you are working 15 hours shift. I don't know which country you're watching this from, or you're going to be watching this from. If you're working so hard and you are so tired, look for what works for you. Look for the time that you feel like I can actually trade around this time. If you can just do that, it's going to be very helpful to you. It's going to be very helpful. Don't say because this guru is a forex trader, is buying Lamborghini, is telling us that he's buying us of $100 million dollars or pounds, or 100 billions naira, or CDs, or whatever currency it is. It does not matter. You focus on yourself. If you know that you need to take a break, just take a break. Take a break, because trading can go very emotional. That's why people do revenge trading. They are greedy. A lot of things happening. And sometimes you feel like, if I don't enter this trade now, I won't be able to trade in the next 2-3 days, and you force yourself to enter that trade. Sometimes you don't even need to do all that. You just need to trade when you feel like you can trade. Forex trading is not a joke. Forex trading should be treated as a business. Guys, it is a business. If you are making 1% in a week, you are actually doing well. If you are making 2% in a month, you are doing well. If you are making 1% even in a month, even your bank, I don't know which institution you are banking with. if they can actually give you 10% profit if you are depositing money to them in a year. No bank in the world, no, I don't think there is any bank that will give you 10% profit for you making a deposit into their account. No bank is going to do that. No bank will do that. They will not do that. So if you are making 1% in a week, that is that is profit. Celebrate it. I told my mentee so many times. I said, anytime you are making progress, you should celebrate it. You should be happy. You should celebrate yourself. Don't feel like I just made 1%. 1% of $100,000 is $1,000. That is a lot of money. It depends on where you're watching this video from, because if you're having 1% of maybe $100, you feel like, oh, it's a small money. But let us scale that up. If you're trading a profit account, you have a $50,000 and you have the 1% of that. How much is that? $500. Guys, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And sometimes when you make 1%, even 0.5%, celebrate that moment and then move to the next level. Move to the next level. If you are stuck, if you are one of those people that you are waiting, you are going on a Twitter, on Instagram, you are looking for people that are those guys that are trading and they are showing you hundreds of thousands of dollars of profits, and you are waiting on that. You are looking onto that. That's what you want to make. You are wasting your time. I'm not saying you cannot make that kind of money. You are going to be stressing yourself. Start small. Start from the moment whereby you are making 1%, 0.5%. You know the story of the tortoise and the hare. You know how the tortoise are smart and were just going gently and gently. The tortoise were just going gently and gently and gently, and it won the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't put yourself too much under pressure to the point that you are out of control, your emotions skyrocketed, and you are just buying, selling. You bought just now, 2 seconds later you are selling, then you are now pumping, jumping into one particular one guru from whichever country. You're now checking, this guy just made $1.5 million now. I need to do something. Then at the end of the day, you are putting so much pressure on yourself. By the time you do that, you are killing your account. You are killing your account. Just start small, guys. Start small. You will see, by the time you start compounding your interest, you will become unstoppable. You will become unstoppable. Forget about what internet, social media is ruining a lot of things, guys. Because you cannot even tell which one is the real money, which one is the fake money, which one is the one that they are Photoshop. They don't know all those things. So you only know yourself. You only know that my trade is my trade. My trade is my trade. Hi, Shiraz. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? You're right. My trade is my trade. This is your own trade. Manage it like a business. Treat it like a business. When I bought several, accounts, when I started this journey of Forex trading, I did not even understand that. I want to be making money like every other person. I want to be, these guys, they are making money. They're making money. Just take your time and understand the process. You have your trading journal, that's fine. You have your trading plan, that is okay. So if you have your trading plan, you have the trading journal, you have the pairs that you trade, you understand technical analysis, you understand fundamental analysis, you know all this stuff. Now calm down. Calm down and say, hey, Matt, what am I going to do next? What I'm going to do next is I'm going to work on how to take profit. How do I take profit? You don't need to wait for 5%. You don't need to. I've made that mistake several times. I've been on 2, 3, 4, even 5% profit, and I'm looking at the trade, and I looked at the next maybe supply zone, or the next demand zone, or the next point of turnaround, and I told myself, oh, I'm gonna take profit when it gets here. And then what happened? The trade reversed, and you start chasing the trade. Then you start begging that market, don't worry, just give me my money back again. It doesn't work like that. The market does not care about you. The market does not care about you, so you need to care about yourself. You need to look after yourself. You need to put in the work. Just keep working hard. If you're working hard, you're not looking after yourself. Just as I am now, if I am very tired, I'm not even gonna. I just shut down my my best friend here. Just shut down. I'm not even gonna look at it. I don't care what's going on. I'll check on TV, BBC or High TV. I'm gonna watch my team Arsenal play, or I'm gonna do whatever, do something else. I'm just gonna go for a walk, or I will just go to the gym, just do whatever. Just take my eyes off the charts. Because sometimes when you're watching the charts, you just want to feel like you just have to do something. You don't have to do something every time. Sometimes you just look at the chart just to see what's going on, what's exactly happening, and then you just decide, okay, I don't want to trade now. I'm not going to trade tomorrow. I've been watching FTSE, FTSE for the past few days. It's been consolidating, da 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 da. It's been doing all that, and all of a sudden, I notice a breakout. I'm not going to jump straight in for the breakout because I have my own plan. Wait for a retest, enter if you feel like, yeah, it's still going towards the normal way, then I will just do that. If I see that I have my engulfing candles, I have my bearish candles, or I have my chart patterns, if it's your W patterns, if it's my M patterns, if you are someone that trades trend line, then you can also use your trend lines. It does not matter what strategy you trade. It does not matter, because there is no 100% strategies that actually gives you 100% profit. If anyone tells you that my strategy, I'm repeating it again, my strategy is the bomb, it's a lie. They are lying to you. There is no strategy on this planet. If there is any strategy on this planet that is 100% profitable, that means that the banks will not be making money, because the banks, they also have to make money. So stop stressing yourself. Just know that my strategy, just stick with your plan. Stick with it. If that strategy is giving you £1, it will give you £10. It will give you £100. It will give you £1,000, and it can also give you £100,000. So it's just you being consistent. And you cannot trade on Monday, trade on Tuesday, trade on Wednesday, trade on Thursday, trade on Friday. Come on, guys. Take a break. Don't you like to enjoy your money? Take a break and just go and just go away from trading. Just leave trading. Take some holiday. Do whatever you have to do, guys. So that's what I want to discuss with you guys, this evening. And I feel like I should talk about this because it's been on my mind to say this, that it's important for you to be able to look after yourself, take care of your mental health. I know sometimes there could be, you may be having financial pressure, you have bills to pay, you have people to look after, you have a lot of things going on around you, and whatever it is, you should come first. You come first. You should come first in everything you do. Take care of yourself, and just make sure that when you are trading, you have that right frame of mind. Because if you do not have the right frame of mind, you are not prepared for the market. The market will punish you for it. Yes, there is money in forex trading. There is money, a lot of money to be made, but it's not a get rich quick scheme. All this video you're watching here and there, it's not about quickly I'm buying Lamborghini, quickly I'm buying Tesla or whatever it's called, I'm buying private jet, I'm buying all that. No, it's not just about that. It's about you being able to sustain yourself, being confident in yourself, be happy with yourself, being able to say, you know what, I'm not begging money. I'm not begging money. Being able to turn up every day. If you cannot turn up every day, turn up every week. You cannot turn up every week, turn up every month. At least you know when you turn up, you are turning up big. You are not stressed. You are not, stress is a very big thing, guys. And now we are having a lot of cases of depression, anxiety. We are having a lot of things going on, mental health issues going on here and there, here and there. The world is full of a lot of problems. So you don't want to add more to it when you know you can control this. And you can control it. You can control it by just controlling what you trade, when you trade, and how you trade. Once you can do that, then you see significant changes. You will see differences in the way, in your results. And I'm a witness to that, because I traded just when I took time off, and like I said earlier on, and I noticed the difference. I noticed difference. It's very good. Take a break, go on holiday, learn a new skill, video. If you want to learn boxing, learn boxing. I'm not saying start punching people on the street, of course, but learn boxing, go to the gym and have a good time, and enjoy yourself, and go out there, withdraw your money, invest if you have to invest, and just live a good life. Live a good life. I feel that is very important. If it's very important, guys. I think that's all I'm gonna say, for today. And I feel like I've been able to get that out of my mind. And I hope that when you're checking the charts, when you're looking at your forex peers, and you look at yourself, you ask yourself this question: am I okay? Something that I would like to say is that try and get good sleep. Good sleep is important. Eat good food, drink water, do exercise. When you are mentally okay, and everything else will start falling in place, especially with trading. You will start seeing things, from a different perspective. And I'm saying this, from my own experience. And I believe that if you just try this method, take care of yourself, look after yourself, and then you will see that things will start falling, into in places. And also, I would say that if you have, let's say you have $50, or depends how much you have, get a profit account and start trading it gradually. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Take it a step at a time. You will notice that you're not going to be stressed, and you will enjoy trading if you're doing that. Because trading, guys, yeah, I remember when I when I was able to I traded a certain amount of money, and that money was doubled within a week or so, and I withdrew that money. And it's a sweet feeling, when you start spending this money, you start buying stuff for yourself. It feels good. It feels good, but you have to do your own homework. And part of the things that you need to do is just to take care of yourself. Look after yourself, and go on the chart, check the chart, understand the chart, do your whatever they have to do in terms of technical analysis, understand it, understand things that have to be, things like fundamentals, news in America especially. And as we can see, that FTSE, for example, GBP, JPY, has been doing some going up and down, and for some reason has been going up. Usually by now GJ should have been having about 400 pips drop, and then we now start buying again. That's not happening. And like I told the guys during the last webinar, if you know the technical analysis, you understand all this stuff, you should be able to trade any pair. It does not matter if it's US 30 or gold or anything whatsoever. You can trade whatever you want to trade, as far as you have that technical know-how, which is important. It's like me saying, I have, for example, I have these to make a cup of tea, and as far as there is hot water inside it, I can make tea, I can make coffee, I can even boil egg. Yeah, I can even boil egg with that. That's what it is. Once you know your technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and your sentimental analysis also, because there is no way we can do it. We are all humans. Sometimes you also need to include your sentiments in trading. But overall, guys, just make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure you have that good sleep. Take care of yourself. When you feel so good, you open the chart, you see what's going on with GU. You can say, this GU is going up, but I noticed that there is something, there is a point that I'm expecting the GU to start reversing. You can actually see your mentally, you are sharpened. You are sharpened. You can see your eyes are sharpened. Your brain is, is sharpened. And you can actually see all these things. Before you know it, you are actually doing what? You are taking the right decision. But if you are not mentally okay, if you are so stressed, guys, if you are so stressed, you will just put, oh, I know it's coming here, buy. And then they sell it. You start losing money. You now close the sell. Oh, let me buy. Then it's now going the other way around. You don't want to do all that. You don't want to do all that. Just take your time before you enter trade, and just look after yourself. Don't stress. That's just the summary of this live video, is that do not stress yourself when it comes to trading. The moment you notice that your emotion is not checked, The moment you notice that you are getting scared of a particular trade, the moment you notice that your heart is beating, your heart, you are feeling like something is going on about, I don't feel confident about this trade, then you need to check it. You need to check the trade. If it keeping you, or if it keeps you awake, then something is wrong. You should be able to enter trade, take profit, stop loss, close the laptop, and do something else. If you cannot do that with your trade, then something is wrong, guys. Something is wrong. And don't forget that the risk management is most important. You should be able to do what? Manage your risk. And when you manage your risk, guys, you notice that you will not be scared of trades. You will not be bothered of, am I going to lose, or am I going to, you will not be bothered of all that. You're just going to enter the trade, and you know that you tick all the boxes with your analysis and your journal, your confluences all met, and the next thing is that you just enter the trade and then you close the laptop, and that's it. All right, guys, it's been over 30 minutes, and we'll try and be doing this over and over again, probably twice a week. I'll let you know as I have other projects that I'm working on. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and or for turning up. I appreciate that. And hopefully we should be able to go into maybe more topic, and do some more analysis live as well. All right, guys, have a fantastic one. Goodbye. Take care, guys. Bye.